Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode, not a daily one, but the bi-weekly challenge, find subarray with equal sum. So as the question name suggests, that we are required to figure out with all the subarrays where we would be able to figure out with the equal sum. As it is a subarray, so it makes the question much more easier. So here the thing would be that we would be required to go ahead with consecutive numbers and check out that their sums are equal or not. So let us see this question, that how we are required to go ahead. So given 0 index integer array num, determine whether there exist two subarrays of length 2 with equal sum. Note that two subarray must begin at different indices. So as they are required to begin at the different indices, so that simply means that we are required to check for all the subarrays. Means if our array is basically of length 2, then surely we won't be considering that subarray, because the thing is that at that moment of time we will be having same index only, right? And the sum would be equal. So that's why we won't be considering that particular array. So that simply means about this line. And then it says that return true if these subarrays exist and false otherwise. So basically, and even here we are given with a length of 2. That is, we are required with a subarray length of 2 only, not more than 2 or not less than 2. So that makes the question much more easier. And now we are having a fixed length. Now comes the next part, that what are the constraints. So basically constraints are also pretty much low, and even the addition part, that will be between this much range only. Now the thing was that how I was starting this question was, I was basically checking for the prefix sum and suffix sum, but the question says that it only requires with the length 2 and it only requires the different indices. So that makes the question much more easier, that we require basically add up num1, num2, then num3, num4 or num2, num3. Like this only we are required to check, and length should be 2 only. So in that context, I switched my thinking to something else. Basically, I used some temporary vector. In that, I was storing the length 2, and then accordingly, I was storing the sum and the count corresponding to that sum. That's the thing I was doing and going ahead with my solution. So this was all I was doing. And as per the constraint here, brute force will completely work. So I come up with this particular sort of solution, which is basically order of n. And the time complexity is order of n, and the space complexity is basically that is also order of n, because we are using two extra spaces. One is unordered map, and another one is that vector which I am taking here. So this was all, and now let us go to the code walkthrough of this question. First, this thing is for that purpose, means for this particular line which is being written, that know that two indices should be at different indices. So for that purpose only I have keep this particular check. And then I have taken this unordered map, and then I have taken this vector, and in that vector I would be directly storing all the sums which are being there, so that it would become easy for me to store in the map. And then here I am keeping a check that if I equals to 0, then I will be storing that particular number in my pre, else I would be going ahead with this approach, because I require my pre of I to be having the previous number and the present number with it, because I require a subarray with which will be having sum of 2 numbers. So that's why it should be something like this. And here also we required to keep check for I plus 1, that it should lie less than nums dot size. And then I will be putting my answer in this map, where I would be keeping the track of the what is the count of my sums being there, and I will only push my answer into the map until it becomes equals to 1. If it is equals to 0, then surely I would be having only one digit in the same, right? So that I don't want, because I require subarray of length 1. So that's why. And then I will be checking in my map that what is the basically count of my sums which are being there. If it is equal to 2, then also we can return true. But if it is greater than 2, means either 3 or 4 or 5, then also I can return true. Just because of this fact, because if it is 3, right? So how we can check, means then our array 1 means array of 1, array of 2, array of 3. Array of 1 and array of 2 will form one pair. Array of 2 and array of 3 form other pair. So that's why when the count is also 3, then also it will work. So that's why I return true at that moment also, and else I will return false. So this was all about this particular question. I've already explained the time complexity and the space complexity. And one more information I would like to tell you, that tutor school is now starting with their own coding competitions. For that purpose, you could check out the description, and in that you will figure out with the link, and that will, I guess it will be sooner posted in the September only, and when it will be posted, I'll confirm you in the video itself. So you can try out those coding contests also. These you will be having much more practice for the same then. These are from these Leetcode challenges also, and from those challenges also, means it is a win-win situation, right? So you can try out that also. So this was all for this question. I hope you like it, and if you like it, then please do like and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. So this was all. Thank you.